Yeah. And what's really good, and I'll share this with the value that I gave, but the interesting part is that by me joining that group, right? At that point, my net worth was $25,000. Fast forward 6 years later, when I turned 29, I became a millionaire, right? And it was because I was surrounded with those guys. And I did everything that they told me, and I provided as much value as possible to them. They wanted to mentor me. So by me giving part of my time and my skills and everything, I was able to build a relationship with them that they also mentored me. And I knew that I just had to build the habits to let time do its part and gain momentum. Whenever that happened, then I became a millionaire, and that helped me all throughout that journey. But to go back as to the skills that I got, I went to school at Florida State University for information technology and management information systems. And but I am what Congress calls a dreamer and a DACA recipient. So basically means that I am undocumented, right? So even though I went to college and everything, I couldn't qualify to get a job until after the Obama administration created the DACA program. So my family and I came to the US when I was 9 years old, from Lima, Peru. We came here with a visa, with a tourist visa, but then we decided to overstay, and that's when we became undocumented. And it wasn't until I turned 15 years old that my mom, when I was on the way to get my driver's license, I go there, 15 years old. I give them the documents that I thought were required. They said, Diego, you're missing some. You don't have a green card, and I couldn't qualify to get a driver's license. That was the first obstacle. Then, when I turned 18 and I was going to go to college, I found out that I couldn't qualify for student loans or financial aid. So I had to get creative, and but I was still able to go to college with some money that I had saved, my parents, and also just one scholarship that was based on merit because I graduated third in my high school class. And that is how I was able to go to college the first year. Um, and I studied information technology and management information systems. So I was able to learn how to make websites, began doing some software development. And what that got me was an internship where I was working for free. And then they wanted to hire me. And at age 19, I found out I couldn't get a work permit. So I couldn't get a job, because I was missing the documents from immigration. So I hit up those obstacles. I'm 19 years old, cannot work, cannot drive, can't get student loans, but I put all of my emphasis into school, right? And that, because I found out that I could create my own company even though I wasn't American, I could create my own company. And instead of companies paying Diego Corzo, they paid my company. That is how I was able to gain experience. So when I look back and connect the dots, I'm like, man, I was able to help these millionaires with my IT skills, but it all came from me saying yes to these opportunities that came to me, of not giving up. And instead of looking at myself as a victim, I decided to take more the empowerment mentality and figure out a way. And that is one thing that I know that both you and I have, is that skill of resourcefulness, of whatever life throws at us, we are able to figure out a way to make it happen, right? To get to our destination, to not let our circumstances define our future. And that is what a lot of people, they get stuck because they see their circumstances and they don't have the vision big enough to help them get to where they really want to be. And, but with me, as I was mentioning, as I look back, it was those skills that I got, and me wanting to get my degrees and my IT degree and my MIS degree, that I was able to finally, at the age of 22, Obama passes the DACA program and I can finally work and drive legally in the US. So that was when General Motors hires me, and I go from Florida State I moved to Austin, Texas, and I became a software developer for General Motors. And that's where I got the skills to be able to help the GoBundance guys for a little while I got started in real estate and all of that. And I was in corporate America for 2 years before I went all into real estate full time, which is what I do now.